Blanco, it's such an honor to speak with you today. I'm so excited to talk about your career, things you have coming up, your trajectory of things you had challenges with as well, to inspire the people who see this interview who are just big fans of yours and following your career. First, I have to start off. Congratulations. I understand
Thank
you
you.
have a new EP releasing in June. Tell us what it's called and what can fans expect.
Cedar Walls and Whiskey. Cedar Walls is like that nostalgic memory of growing up as a kid and seeing those old picture frames with the brass edges and the floral prints on them, printed, stamped into them. The memories on the wall. I mean, just I grew up in the hood of Atlanta, Georgia, so our walls were brick. So when we went to like my great auntie house and so we saw wood walls, it was like luxury to us. So it meant a lot to me. And in my hood, you couldn't just put a nail on the wall and hang and you had to drill out the concrete. It was just a whole another task. So those things were like I said, luxury to me. And whiskey, even though I don't drink, I have had like a couple shots of whiskey in my lifetime, and you can feel it in your chest.
Mhm.
That's the way I want my music to be felt in your heart and your chest.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of, I listened to your latest single, Snapchat, and I felt that in my heart and chest. I was over here just in my feelings, listening to it in a good way. I was thinking about being in love. I was thinking about grieving. I was just thinking about how music moves us when it's really good and timeless. And you did so amazing with Snapshot. I understand you worked with the great Diane Warren. How did that collaboration come about? And tell me all things about Snapshot.
Oh yeah, so I cut that record after I did the LA Dodger national anthem. Um, Came back to the studio and she was just like, "This amazing record. I know you would kill it vocally." I got in the booth,
Yes.
laid the reference of it, and then I lived with it for a little bit, and she liked it. Over time, she was just like, "What are we gonna do with the record? What are we gonna do with the record?" I was just like, "I just want to wait for the right moment to put this record out," and I was very patient. Before I finished my album up, which it started off as a double album, and it got broken down into three EPs, and then a whole another full album left of that, 24 records. Um, I said I gotta finish this snapshot, but I want to put a twist on it, so I sped the BPM up, uh, producing it out, and I recut all the vocals. So when she got the vocals back, it was just like she couldn't believe it. She said, "Ain't no way you flipped a song like this. It's extra amazing. I couldn't even imagine it being this good." So to hear that from Diane, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
It's just a blessing. Yep.
I definitely highly encourage everyone to listen to Snapshot, especially it being Mental Health Awareness Month. You want to take in feel good content. And this song is truly a masterpiece. I understand about another EP, Heartache and Lemonade. What can you tell us
Yep.
about that?
Heartache and Lemonade, taking bitter moments and turning them into something sweet is the
Mhm.
premise of that title. Um, I mean, these EPs are like my little kids. I ain't got kids in real life. They my children. So
I love
I put
it.
my I put my heart and soul into every single thing. And it, like I said, we just broke down an amazing body of work into EPs, and I'm just blessed to have like two legs to still stand on to be able to perform and sing and dance and do the things that I feel like I'm called to do, my purpose. I released Sunshine Shine on my first EP, Heartache and Lemonade. Um, and it's like a remnants of the Get Up, but on steroids. Outside of that, I did Good as It Gets, which I feel like is a smash. And then we come into the new EP, Cedar Walls and Whiskey. You got Snapshot, you got Incredible, you got Bad Man, and then you got One Day Less, which are all amazing records. When you hear them, they resonate with the soul, and that's what I feel like my music should do in people's lives, and that's where I come from when I create it.
Wow, you are putting in work, okay? And the unprecedented chart topping viral success to Get Up achieved 11 times platinum status. I mean, how iconic is that, Blanco? And what does that mean to you in your point of your career?
Um, it meant a lot of people listen to it.
Sure did.
And I'm just blessed to have people listen to my music. I created music for a lifetime and just listen back in the studios by my own lonesome and used to have people come in and play the record just to get their reaction. So to give it to the world that way, it meant a lot. One thing I will say about the Get Up is I created a character in my mind that could outlive my reality and things in the way I grew up in the hood and watching people get killed right in front of me, point blank range, and yeah, people. I done saw decapitation and everything before I was
Mm,
10 years old.
so sorry.
Um,
Mm,
yeah, so it's like I wanted to create something outside of my reality that felt like those rides to the country, to Macon, Georgia, to Butler, Buena Vista, Thomaston, Georgia, like where my family were originally from. My mother come from Butler, and they moved to Bankhead, the hood. So from sitting on propane tanks to sitting on generators, and vice versa. That's been my life, my lifestyle, and I call it trailer trap. I got it tatted on me.
deep. That is so deep. With all these accolades and blessings coming with you, from the outside looking in, it may look like glitz and glam. For those who aren't aware or would like more insight about challenges you faced throughout your career or personally, in instance, the motorcycle incident, what can you share with us about that? Especially how did you overcome that point of your life? And how are you still overcoming it?
I found out that I have a softer side than I expected to because the guy that hit me that was drinking, nothing ever happened to him. I mean, he didn't get a ticket. He didn't, he didn't go to jail. He didn't have to pay insurance. He didn't have to pay a doctor bill. Absolutely nothing. He didn't have it. And it would have been pointless for me to go after him when somebody already don't have something. And I tell people I got hit for practice. God just wanted to see how I was going, take it and what I could make out of it. And I found a positivity in it. But like back in the day, I know if something would have happened like that, as soon as I was good enough to walk, I would have been at the door. So I done grown a whole bunch and I done gotten into a positive space in my life where I just want to see people prevail and make it to the next level. And I feel like God teaches us those lessons. It's not for me.
Thank you for sharing that. It just shows the type of character you are. It's just as impactful as the music that you make, Blanco.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What would you say have been some of the most memorable moments of your career that you're just extremely proud of? This is your time to brag and not be overly humble. What would you say are some of those moments?
In my career that made me feel like magical or next level as
Yeah,
superpowers.
that's right.
Every time I record a song, every time I touch a microphone, I feel like a superhero because you never know what you're gonna get, but you know what you've practiced your whole life and you know what your gift is. And luckily, I know what my purpose is. So my purpose gives me super strength. Can't nobody uh, steer me the wrong way. Purpose drives every vehicle I own,
Mm,
and I just try to live in that space. I take every day with stride. Um, Being the first to play at the Grand Ole Opry with a DJ and 808s is one thing that I like because I like being disruptive. And I ain't even saying this like disrespectful disruptive, but just doing things outside of the normal.
mhm.
Um, Being the first artist to ever debut and go double digits 12 weeks at number one on Hot Country has never been done by any artist, black or white.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, and I mean, I'm not talking about artists that's been putting out different albums and they finally caught. I was not an artist before to Get Up. I had been recording all these songs and demoing these songs to sell. I was working on Kane Brown album and everything. And
Mm.
I was gonna sell these records, but then I put the 808s on them and they became two things that I love the most: country music and trap music. I just bridged the gap. Hence why I call it trailer trap. So I took positivity on words like trailer trash, and then I compounded them with things that had more light. Take negativity slang from different things. If you listen to my name, it's Blanco Brown. That's white brown.
Mm-hmm.
I said God must have a sense of humor because my last name is Amy. My granddad was adopted, and my name is Benny Amy. So when I became an artist, I was going by Blanco the Ear. Then I was going by Benny Blanco. He used to call me Benny Blanco from the Bronx, from Carlito's Way, but Benny Blanco from Atlanta, Georgia. It was already Benny Blanco out there was successful. He had written for like Destiny Child and everybody. And he's still doing his thing. I dropped the Benny, which is my government, went with Blanco and Zach Katz and my team. They was just like John Lober. They were like, you need a name that when people Google it, the color won't come up.
Mm.
You need something else on it. So I found out what our original name was supposed to be. My granddad's original last name was Brown. So I dedicated Brown to him. So it went from Blanco to Blanco Brown. And then I said, wait, that's white brown. And all I talk about is bringing two people together.
Yes.
Not so much as when people say they bring people together, they think of just unity. I want to bring people together that want to love.
Mm.
Um, if my music can change those that are bitter, that's a bonus. But I make music for people that already have love in their heart, that's extending that that love to the world, to the next person, and trying to get somebody to their next goal in life. I feel like if you're not putting somebody else in position in this life, then um, I will feel useless. And my people's always told me either you're useful or you're useless. So
Mm.
I want to be useful.
Wow. I felt that wholeheartedly. And you do blur the line between country and hip hop and soul. And you just have such a unique sound that is just yours. What do
Yep.
you want your legacy to look like within the entertainment music industry?
Um, I really don't have a thing that I'm going after to be remembered as, but I would love for people to understand that I'm not two or three dimensional. I'm like four dimensional when it comes to this music, from producing to writing to engineering to mixing to recording myself to doing the artwork to doing the visuals. I've done it all. And up until this point, like my first lyric videos and stuff, I literally recorded those lyric videos, did the lyrics on them, timed them out. I got a degree in art, so I just like to stay doing artistic things. And I want people to understand that I'm a singer. My first PR didn't get the job done. Um, he worked for the label, and every time I turned around, I looked at articles and they said rapper, and I was just like, bruh, you ain't gonna fix that. He like,
Mm,
well, they'll fix it one of these days. No, we got to narrate our own story because you
yep,
can't belittle my gift and make me out to be a rapper when I'm singing and using my gift in God's way. Um, but we on the up and up of that now. I have a new PR and I have a new team, and I'm just blessed to be around people that believe in my gift and my purpose.
that's it, right? Is there any upcoming shows or events you're going to be a part of that you would like your fans to know about?
Well, I'm doing like red carpet and stuff tomorrow at the ACM awards, and I'll be in attendance. But shows, I have the CMA Fest coming up June 9th. I'll be performing. I believe it's on the Pepsi stage, but I had to confirm. I'll be doing like meet and greets and all that stuff at the CMA Fest. And then I have spot dates here and there, but I don't know them off the top of my head.
Now, the Country Music Awards is country music's biggest night. Is there anyone you're excited to see or meet or see again?
Uh, I'm honestly, I'm honestly excited just to be there. When you get in this industry and you realize that people is for self, you're not so
Mhm.
excited to be around all these folk. I'm not excited to be around all these people. Um, I'm
Got you.
excited. I'm excited to leave my purpose and my mark wherever I go. So meeting new energy and authentic energy is one that I hope to do in this lifetime of music. It's hard to meet people because I did so many favors for so many folk, and people don't ever return those things. You know what I'm saying?
Talk
So you
about
kind of
it.
just start to grow into it and understand, oh, we not real friends, even though I consider you to be my friend. We have the most unique thing in common, music. And if you can be great at something together and you both love the same thing, that's already a common ground. Until you realize they don't support you the way you supported them when they were trying to get on. So I'm just
Wow.
excited to be there. I'm scared to say I'm a fan of anybody's right now because I could be a fan of somebody that does the devil work.
Deep. Woo. I might need to get the fan out. That's deep. I get it wholeheartedly, though, for sure. Blanco, what's something about you outside of creating music that people may not know about you? You have any other interests, hobbies?
Oh yeah, I like to build cars. I build cars from ground up, engines, transmissions, the whole nine.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to learn how to paint them, but like mechanics, mechanicals, ball joints, brakes, I do all that. Um, and like I said, I art. I do art. I love doing art. I've been doing art since the day I can remember. It was my first outlet because I didn't feel like I was good enough to sing music when I was younger. I wasn't confident.
Wow. Couple
Yeah.
more questions I have for you. Out of all the songs you sang or written, what would you say is the most meaningful lyric that resonate with you the most, that defines your life or career?
Um, I have so many records, but I wrote these songs just in good spirit, and they actually helped me get back through my recovery, like Georgia Power. You got to strap up your boots, keep your feelings in line. Thank God I'm alive. Thank God I'm alive. I never thought those words were gonna be words that I need to hold on to so dearly to get to the next step and learn how to walk again. So I had to remind myself every day, just strap up your boots and keep it moving. And then I need love. I say, as I walk through the cornfield, a room full of emptiness. As I look to my left and my right, there's no one there to hold my hand. Like those
Yes.
words to me were words that I wrote in that space in 2016, leaving the studio. And when I felt at my worst, I reminded myself sometimes when you look left and right, there's nobody there, but that's God. And I went on to say, as my nerves started shaking and my voice started trembling, just keep going. Yeah, I keep going on a ledge. I taking all of the fresh air on my way down, a million miles away. I met an angel, and she told me everything will be okay. That's when I woke up, baby. So I met an angel. She told me
Mm.
everything will be okay. I held on to those words that I never knew I needed the most. So God put lyrics in me to get me through to my next step in life. So I feel like those lyrics could get people through to their next step in life. And it's not, those ain't my lyrics, those God's lyrics. He used me as a vessel. So I take every day with stride and I hope to share more words with God.
I'm gonna leave it there. Blanco gonna make me cry again, y'all. Listen, you are walking in your divine purpose. To say that you are a true talent would be an understatement. You are making a huge impact to countless of people. I just got chills listening to you not only sing but speak. You are speaking hope into other people. You are being selfless with your gifts. wow. I salute you. I'm just going to keep following your journey, as I know countless of millions of other people are as well. Please walking in your purpose, Blanco. You are the truth. You are a divine being. Congratulations on all your success, and cheers to so much more.
Thank you so much. Love and blessings. Purpose over everything.
Purpose over everything. Thank you so much for your time today. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Love.